Namaste and greetings, divine beings. This is Nandhiji. Today, I invite you into a conversation that bridges the world of wealth and the world of awakening, the purpose of billions, a path to higher consciousness. 33 years ago, after my wake up initiation by my guru, Bhairava Swami, I left the external world to go within into my inner journey of solitude and pilgrimages. While walking around the sacred mountain Arunachala, Guru Bhairava Swami told me the story of Lord Bhairava and wealth. Ego and the mind dissolved before the pillar of light, he said. Lord Brahma, the creator ego, and Lord Vishnu, the awake mind, were arguing who was greater. Lord Shiva appeared as the pillar of light before both, daring them both to determine the eternity of infinity. Lord Brahma rose upwards over the pillar as a swan, ascending. Lord Vishnu went deep below the pillar of light as a boar. Lord Brahma saw a flower falling down and took it as an excuse to say he had seen the very end, just as ego deceives. Lord Shiva responds that henceforth ego, the Lord of creation, should not be worshipped. True to the nature of ego, Lord Brahma gets angry. Lord Shiva manifests Lord Bhairava from his two eyebrows, and Lord Bhairava destroys Lord Brahma. Lord Shiva then appoints Lord Bhairava as the custodian of all wealth. Lord Bhairava summons Goddess Mahalakshmi and Lord Kubera to distribute the wealth. They both ask why Lord Bhairava should not distribute the wealth himself, for which Lord Bhairava says, "You distribute the impermanent wealth, while I am the custodian of eternal and temporary wealth." Attain Bhairava consciousness by dissolving the mind between the eyebrows, and be the immense Dharma of distributing all the wealth of the universes. This story inspires me to share my wisdom as the purpose of billions and the path of higher consciousness today. We live in a time when wealth creation can be exponential. Startups can become unicorns. Individuals become billionaires overnight. And yet, humanity struggles with meaning, fulfillment, and compassion. The question is no longer how to make billions, but what is the higher purpose of those billions? First, the power of purpose. Meditate and come to know of our own unique purpose in life, our Dharma. Understand that money by itself is neutral. It's like electricity. It can light up a home or burn it down. When wealth is driven by fear and survival, it creates competition and destruction. When guided by higher purpose, it becomes a force of transformation. Second, beyond survival, self-mastery. Every struggle is education. Life's challenges dissolves negative karma, and each day we grow as the greater identity of being the immense spirit walking our human experience. The first stage of wealth is often about escaping fear and scarcity by focusing on knowing of end outcome of being the Dharma. But once the basics are met, true abundances calls us to mastery, to use resources for freedom, creativity, and service. The awakened entrepreneur asks, how can my success serve something greater than myself? 3. Conscious capital and collective good. Realize that every moment of life we charge up with dynamic energies of goodness, kindness, empathy, heart's doings, and impactful intent. Billions can fund schools, restore nature, heal disease, spark innovations that uplift the world. Money becomes the karma currency that, when directed by the heart, each dollar can be blessings placed with intent. 4. The Yogi CEO. As we walk the path to uplift humanity, we inspire many. We are natural leaders, awakening others by what we do, disciplined, in focus, and resilient each day. Leadership is not just strategy, it is a state of consciousness. A CEO who meditates, who knows stillness beyond the mind, can build organizations that serve humanity and earth. The new generation of leaders are yogis in suits, awake, fearless, and compassionate. 5. Detachment and flow. Ask yourself, who am I? Whenever we are not in the state of ecstasy, to reclaim ourselves as the immense spirit having the human challenges and enjoyment. True wealth is fluid. Like a river, it must move to remain alive. Hoarding breeds stagnation and fear. Sharing creates trust and abundance. Detachment frees the entrepreneur to innovate and give without fear of loss. 6. Higher consciousness in action. The awake mind is like an eagle that sees the past, present, and future, and its thoughts is wisdom. Optimal thinking making is normalcy. Every decision in business is dharmic or adharmic. When we choose dharma, ethical action aligned with greater good, our company becomes forces of light. Profit and purpose need not be separate. Impact driven business is the future. 8. Legacy beyond money. Ultimately, we are here to further the frontiers of humanity in our doings. Our doings is for the purpose of uplifting humanity, all life, and planet Earth. At the end, wealth that sits in numbers is forgotten, but wealth that bridges, that healed hearts, awakened lives will echo for generations. Build not companies, build legacies of consciousness. 8. The inner practice of wealth creation. Meditate, knowing ourselves to be the pillar of light. Understand that we are equipped with an awake mind, the grace of Lord Vishnu, and empowered by eternal wealth of Lord Bhairava, the empowering destiny of being the custodian of wealth. Meditate, be in gratitude, allow the mantra fires within as the daily practices that keep us anchored with inner work. Wealth is joyful. Wealth flows with grace and wisdom when awake. Beloved divine beings, the purpose of billions is not consumption, it is creation, compassion, and consciousness. Each of us, whether stewarding millions or a single heartbeat, can choose to be the river of blessings. If this message resonates, share it. Let's build a new narrative of wealth where success uplifts the planet and awakens humanity. I'm Nandhiji, walking with you on the path where wealth meets wisdom. Om Namah Shivaya. Saivam Vetri. Consciousness triumphs.